Hey everyone, it's Michael Dougal. I sell residential real estate here in the Greater Toronto area, and during this video I'm going to share with you 6 charts that would give you a really good idea of where our market currently stands with respect to the changes in the average price and whether or not it is a good time to buy or sell. So jumping right into it, starting with this very first chart here, we're looking at the average sale price for detached homes in 2021 versus 2020. And clearly you can see, based on the difference between the orange line and the blue line, that prices are up quite significantly. Over the past week, our average detached home was selling at $1,761,000, whereas the same time last year, our average detached home in Toronto was selling for $1,490,000. And as we can see, moving all the way back to the 1st of March, this has pretty much been the case in that the average price has been higher. Yet there was a lot of talk around the summertime, the market potentially hitting a crash or hitting a downturn, but that is not at all what happened. Of course, there were a few periods of time when there was overlap, but that just happened simply because it was a week where things may have been slightly unusual due to maybe less luxury sales, or could have been the fact that there were fewer listings. And this next chart over here displays our months of inventory on a week-by-week basis. In simplicity, the lower the months of inventory it is, the better it is for sellers, and the higher the months of inventory is, the better it is for buyers, as buyers would have more homes to choose from without having the fear that the homes would sell as fast as they are selling right now. So our months of inventory over the past week has been 1.34. Prior to that, it was 1.2, then 1.4. And we can see that the months of inventory back at the end of March was 0.6, which tells us that that was the ideal time to sell your home if it was your intention to sell the fastest as possible, because that's what the months of inventory shows us. It's how quickly properties are selling, but it doesn't necessarily have any correlation with the average price. Now, moving on to this next chart, we can see the new listings versus active listings. And this is one of the major surprises that we're seeing in the marketplace right now, is that our number of active listings is fairly low compared to what it has been prior, because the number of active listings is only 1,034. We've had 254 new listings over the past week, but the number of active listings was close to 1,500 back in May, and then in June it was in 1,400 to 1,500. So we're looking at less listings, which again could mean it's likely advantageous for sellers, especially if you're considering selling a detached home that you own. On this next chart here, we're looking at condo apartments. We're taking a look at the average price in 2021 compared to the same time of the year 2020. So our average price for condo apartments over the past week is $708,000, whereas last year it was $697,000. And this is only a 1% increase year over year, which is very surprising in the sense that freehold properties, detached homes, semi-detached, they've really gone up in value over the past year. But why haven't condos really risen? And I have a few reasons for that and a few theories which I've talked about in this video over here. And it's really just a matter of time until condo values do increase in value, in my opinion. And based on this orange line, we can see that fortunately the values still are a little bit higher than what they were in 2020, yet a lot of people did expect the average condo to be selling at a higher price than what it is right now. And this next chart here shows the changes with the average price and the number of sales, taking us all the way back to December. So in December specifically, the average price was only $608,000. So the reason why from January up till March, the average price wasn't too different than what it was in 2020 was because in 2020, from January up to March, when the pandemic started, that's when the condos were really selling for a very high price. And then afterwards in 2020, the condo market did dip, and now we can see it's gone up in a healthy fashion. It's very stable, which should give certainty to buyers out there that if you are saving up, likely you should still be able to buy a nice condo with a budget of like $700,000 to $750,000 in the next short while. And taking a look at the number of sales each week for condo apartments, we can see that information based on the purple bar here. So this is a measure of number of sales, not anything to do with new listings or average price. And the information displayed here and the purple bars shows the number of sales for condo apartments each week. Over the past few weeks, it's been very stable. Again, 321, 339 the week prior, and 364 on the week of August 10th, August 11th. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that prices are low. This isn't an indication of the general strength of the market. It's just the activity in terms of the number of units which are coming up for sale in the building and selling. So the number is lower now than what it was back in March, specifically because there aren't as many new listings coming on the market right now, whereas back in the spring and early spring, we saw a lot of those condo homeowners that were wanting to take advantage of the market as they saw prices did experience quite an increase at the end of February, so they listed their condos, whereas now there's not a lot of condo listings, and we'll see what will happen in the next short while. And I really hope you found this information helpful. If you are considering buying or selling, then call me. My contact information is in the description box below, and if you are considering looking at other brokerages, or if you're a new agent looking for training, looking for mentorship, then definitely reach out to me regarding learning more about eXp Realty. I recently moved to this brokerage from Remax, and I'm absolutely loving my experience so far, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time.